Hey, welcome to another episode of Tech Talk. I'm your host, Jeff Hootselle, the Chief Cloud Officer with Auditmacs. So today on Tech Talk, we talk a lot about emerging technologies. We talk about companies that are doing exciting things and the people behind those movements. Today, we are very happy to have as our guest Melisssa Hardwick with Acosta. Melissa, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk about Acosta a little bit. For those folks who may not be familiar with you, tell us about the company and what you do.
Absolutely. So Acosta, Sales and Marketing, actually, is a local company here in Jacksonville. We are certainly a leader in the CPG industry and a company totally based on values. We love our community and absolutely value the employees that work for Acosta. So we are doing great things at Acosta right now. Yep. We are embarking upon a major transformation, just had a recent CEO change. And one of our very own sales leaders, president of sales, has been promoted to CEO, so we're really excited about that and the great things that he's going to do at Acosta.
So, and from a technology standpoint, you guys have made a lot of changes in the last couple of years since you've been there. Kind of made some big bets on big data and cloud.
Absolutely.
So what does that look like?
Totally transforming our infrastructure and the platform that we're on. So we are moving to the cloud, have moved. Half of our organization is already on the cloud. We've kind of done this in a phased approach. And so what I do is I actually manage a group called Enterprise Applications. And we service the back office applications. And so, we have a presence, and we're international, right? Yeah. Huge presence in Canada, the UK, and here locally in Jacksonville with our corporate office. And so any of our back office systems, primarily the HR, payroll, time entry systems, our Salesforce system. So we are on Oracle Fusion. We just transitioned that to the cloud full suite, as well as a Salesforce component of that. And so I am responsible for taking us to a common vertical is what we're calling it, right? More standardization across our organization. And as you know, we do a lot of business through acquisition. Mm-hmm. So what we're faced with is a lot of companies within companies, right? And so we are moving to a One Acosta model. And so I'm responsible for that transition.
That's great. So you're doing a lot of things. And you've been in IT for a while now.
I have been. I actually started off as an accountant. I got my undergraduate in accounting and started off as a practitioner in the system. Loved the technology, decided that I wanted to move a little further and dive into the technology industry.
You left spreadsheets?
I left spreadsheets. I didn't want to be a bean counter all of my life, Jeff. I felt like my personality didn't match with that, although I love accountants, right? Just wasn't the thing for me. And so I transitioned. Basically, my story is that I came from being a practitioner in that space to a leader in that space. And so I absolutely enjoy what I do and the people that I work with.
One of the things I know you're really passionate about and you're trying to bring some awareness to is this women in IT leadership.
Yes.
And in fact, you're speaking actually on the Tech Coast conference coming up in a few weeks.
That's great. I'm excited about that, yes.
So talk to me a little bit about that. I mean, obviously it's very important, but just what's your perspective?
So, traditionally, this IT industry, STEM alone, had been male dominated for the most part, right? You very rarely find a lot of women in that IT space. And for a number of reasons, we would be great at it, right? We're totally analytical as women, right? Yeah. But you just don't find very many women in that space. So
why do you think that is? I mean, I read a stat said that 57% of the workforce is made up of women, but only about 20% in IT jobs.
Absolutely.
So what do you think why is there that gap?
I think that we traditionally, women, go for jobs that are more people-oriented, are more touchy-feely kind of jobs, right? And so we don't necessarily go to school and say, you know what, I am going to go and build something. We grow up playing with dolls, right? You guys grow up playing with trucks and cars and robots. And break it to fix it, and so I think that has a lot to do with it. Sure. But I think now what you see is, as women enter in the workforce more and more, we run our families. We're excellent project managers, right? That's an IT field, right? You ask my husband, where are you going on vacation? You guys plan anything yet? And he'd be like, talk to my wife, right? Yeah. And so what we realize is that most of these projects from a technology perspective anyway takes a lot of organization, right? You're managing to budget, you're managing to scope, and we're good at that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. So I think women are now saying, we can do this just as well. And above and beyond that, right, I have a group of women that are really, really technical, like code, right? They desire to sit down and build code and see what the results are going to be. So I think we are just realizing that we can do more than raise our kids. Yeah. We can actually get out there and make a difference and build stuff and transform things. And so I think that's what it's about.
Yeah, I think seeing more and more folks like yourself out there in the forefront of it that are presenting themselves as a good mentor, a good role model.
Absolutely.
You see people in the marketplace now, like Carly Kloss. I have
Sure.
an 11-year-old daughter who's looking at the coding with Klossy thing now, and it's just something that's more available.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think. Hopefully that's going to make a big difference.
I'm a part
as well.
of an advisory council and a team that visits one of our local high schools. And they have these clubs all over now that are girls who code, right? And it's a big deal. I mean, you walk in there and the room is packed with these girls who have a desire to code, right? So they're exploring this stuff and they're enjoying it. And so I'm excited to see it. I would certainly continue to mentor young ladies and young girls who desire to be in this space.
That's great. Yeah. Well, I can tell you're passionate about it, and it's something really exciting. I know you have the upcoming Tech Coast Conference, which is on August 21st. Yes.
I'm excited. You guys need to get your tickets. I think I saw on LinkedIn last night it was buy one, get one free. So certainly go out there and get your tickets so that you don't miss this event. Yeah,
well, that's great. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you speak. Where else can people find you?
My contact information by way of email is mhardwick@acosta.com.
That's great. We know you're on LinkedIn as well.
I'm on LinkedIn, absolutely. So you can find me there, but excited. And I'm always in the community because I am an avid mentor. I love giving back. I love helping girls. And so you can find me.
Well, Melissa, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to seeing you at the Tech Coast Conference.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
And thank you guys for joining us as well. That's the end of another Tech Talk. We'll see you next time.